it's important to understand one key thing. I would say to know your money keywords. Money keywords, right? We use that word here.
What are
What are
money
the
keywords?
money keywords? Are the keywords that your clients are typing in that are meant to produce ROI for you. If you show up for those keywords, then that will generate revenue for you. So money keywords is keywords that have a potential and the promise of ROI in them. And if you know what your clients are doing, then you're able to show up for those searches. It's like, demand is king unless it's SEO. Well, that's a lot of times the thinking of SEO companies. It's like, we'll rank you for this and we'll rank you for that, and we'll get you traffic, we'll get you blogs, we'll get you a beautiful website. But what about ranking for keywords that are money keywords? And they might not be super high in traffic necessarily. And they might not be national keywords. They might not generate, eyeballs from all over the world, but they'll be from your local market, from the people who are actually searching for your stuff. So knowing your money keywords, and typically they're pretty simple. It's roofing plus city and state, I like to add, because sometimes cities repeat. So roofing, city, state, or roofing company, city and state, roofing contractor, city and state, and roofers, city and state. Those four combinations typically cover most of money keywords. There's other, different combinations, but this is the bulk. So for you to get immediate result, you need to know, hey, what am I shooting at? What is my goal? Because, the saying is, if you aim at nothing, you'll hit it every time.
Hmm.
So you want to aim at your money keywords. So let's say you're in Spokane, Washington, right? Where I'm at right now. Your money keywords are roofing, Spokane, Washington, or something like that, roofing company. So what do you do to start showing up for those keywords? Well, number one, you use those combinations in the most important parts of your digital real estate on your website, your GBP, Google Business Profile. So you use that, number one, in your title of the page. That's where you want to use that keyword. So besides your name, your brand, you want to use the keyword that people are typing, because Google is in the business of matchmaking, so to speak, right? So somebody's looking for a roofing company. Well, guess what? You need to tell Google clearly who you are and where you're at for Google to think of you as a perfect match. So use that in the title of your page. There's a special place for that. Also in the main heading of your page. Those two are the primary, I would say. If you only do that, you will immediately see a huge jump to the front. And some companies do that. Some companies do that halfway. Some companies will only mention roofing. Some companies will only mention, the city. But use that exact verbatim keyword, roofing, city plus state. Be creative with it. You don't want it to look and feel robotic, but we love to use combination of number one, Spokane Roofing, WA, Washington. Number one, Spokane, number one, roofing, Spokane, Washington, and then company. So that it's a statement. So that it's not just a bunch of keywords, something
Oh,
like
so you're
that.
actually
And
typing out the words number one roofing
yeah, yeah.
company in
So I
Spokane.
write something before, so it makes sense, and after, so it's a complete statement. Number one, roofing, Spokane, WA, company. Whatever roofing it is, Bumblebee Roofing, whatever.
Okay, so just to
Yeah,
recap, the money a roofing contractor, in order to immediately improve their SEO, should first be able to identify what the money keywords are, and particularly the
right,
definition of, like, what are money keywords, just definitionally.
right,
They are the words that suggest intent to
right,
find a roofer to buy something from them.
right, correct.
So they're the words a homeowner types in when they go to Google
Right.
and intentionally look for a roofer that they're hoping will come over and meet
Mhm.
them and talk to them and give them a quote and ultimately sell them
Exactly.
something.
Exactly.
And then the money keywords are usually, even without even having to know how to do the keyword research with all the
Right.
tools,
Right.
you can, if you just do these four combinations, which is like roofer, city, state, roofing contractor, city, state, uh,
Right.
something like that. And there are two others. those four will almost always be the four that are great money keywords that suggest
Sure.
intent to buy something.
Yeah.
And then where is important to put them is in the title of the page and
Right.
also the main heading of the page. Now, I have a question about that.
Yes.
How do you fit all four money keywords on a page?
Right.
Or do you just sort of pick one? And what
Yeah.
if you want to show up in multiple cities?
Right. So how to fit all of them? So you for those two places, the title and the main heading called H1 heading sometimes, you want to pick the best one. So the best one typically, and I'm saying that 90% of the time, would be roofing, city, state. Company and contractor and roofer, they're also good, but those you can integrate a little bit later into the text itself. So obviously title and the heading is only the beginning. There's so much more places on that page where you can insert those keywords in a natural way. It's another place. It's called meta description or description, metadata, whatever. It's basically a description of your website. Whenever you type in, like on Google, you will see then the title of the website, right? And then underneath there's a sentence or so, the description of the website. You'll see that every time you're in Google. So in that description, you can insert or add those additional keywords, as well as inside the actual content of the page. So other headings would also be a good option. So there's only one primary heading that you should be using, H1. Like I said, that's where you want to use your best money keyword. But other headings, they're H2, H3, like hierarchy of headings. That's where you can use other keywords as well as also in the text itself.